Hello, my name's Kyle. I'm one of the partners here at Verdegreens Farms, and we started this farm 3 years ago. Hydroponics is literally growing plants in water. We grow about 16 different varieties of lettuce here, lots of leafy greens and fresh culinary herbs. There are many different styles of hydroponics. This one in particular that you see here is deep water culture, and these rafts are literally floating on 8 to 10 inches of nutrient-rich water, and that water recirculates 24/7. This greenhouse is fully automated, so we have a doser and a controller that takes constant readings and is always adjusting the nutrients and the pH level to maintain the perfect levels for all of the plants that we grow here. So this is one of the computers that controls the greenhouses. There's actually 3 of these here on the property, and like I mentioned earlier, the greenhouses are fully automated, and this computer not only controls the coverings that are on the greenhouse. There's 3 separate layers. One is static, it never moves, and that's the insect barrier. And then we have a layer of polyfilm that can roll down in inclement weather and protect the greenhouses from the rain, which is happening right now. And the 3rd layer is shade cloth, and that shade cloth is on a roll also on a motor, and that can be deployed in the heat of the summer to help cool the crops, and it'll just roll down in the afternoon. All of the electrical connections are all underground here for safety, obviously, but also to keep the greenhouse nice and tidy. And then all of the water plumbing is all underground as well, and we try to take advantage of some of the geothermal cooling that's happening. It gets, as you well know, over 95, 100 degrees in the summer here, and when that water starts to heat up, the plants have a lot of stress and they really don't do well. So we try our best to keep the water temperature as close to 75 or 80 degrees as we can. So in the greenhouses, hydroponically, we primarily grow lettuce, leafy greens, and herbs, not only for farmers markets, but also for restaurants. But also here on the farm, we do grow in soil, so we're also growing lots of root crops, other large leafy greens that aren't perfect for this kind of really tight growing that we have here. There's only 8 inches of space between each plant on these rafts, and for some of the larger greens or more densely grown greens, we will do those in the field as well. But one of the benefits of growing hydroponically is that the plants have access to all the water and all the nutrients that they need. So our cycle here is much faster and much more consistent than you would see if you were growing in the field. This is also CEA, or contained environmental agriculture. So with many benefits of that, we have pest exclusion here that keeps the bugs out. Not all of them, but most of them. We also have polyfilm on this greenhouse, and that allows us to protect the plants not only from the rain, but also from the wind. And the wind does a lot of damage to crops out in the field. So we get a much more consistent product in here and much faster turns. But depending on the time of year, this lettuce will take anywhere between 6 to 8 weeks to go from seed all the way to a fully grown plant that's ready for harvest for the market. We'll spend about 3 or 4 days in germination, and then 7 to 10 days in the nursery. And then at that point, the seedlings will come out here into the main greenhouse space. They'll start at the far end over there, and since they're floating on water, it's very easy. We'll harvest on this far end over here, and the seedlings will progress over the course of 4 weeks to where we harvest. So all in all, right now we're about 7 weeks from germinating a seed all the way to a finished plant that's ready to go to the market. We're almost finished with construction on these next 2 greenhouses. Each one of them is 4,000 square feet, so this will get us to about 16,000 square feet of greenhouse production. And they're both going to be hydroponic as well. You can grow in soil and in greenhouses, obviously, but we choose to grow these particular vegetables in a hydroponic system because the turnover rate is significantly faster, and the amount of water that's used is about 90% less than growing in soil. This particular greenhouse is NFT, or nutrient film technique, and you can see the channels back here behind me. And each of these channels has a thin stream of water that runs through it 24/7. These pumps never turn off either. So right now we're primarily vending at local farmers markets and also local restaurants. We also offer a farm box, which is our version of a CSA, which is a community-supported agriculture. The main difference between a CSA and our farm box program is that our farm boxes are no commitment. So whenever you want one, very simply you'll place an order online, and we're also offering delivery now as well to certain zip codes around town.
I'm Jack Cagle, and I have the privilege of serving you as the Commissioner of Harris County Precinct 4. And today I want to thank you for joining us on our Encore Excursions. This is our way of getting you, our friends, our folks that we seek to serve out and to be able to see the things that we used to be able to see together, but now safely and virtually. In the meantime, we hope to continue to bring other events and other excitement to you. Stay safe, stay well, and we hope to see you soon in person.